daily bite-sized PropTech and real estate news in association with Proptech-X. Written by Andrew Stanton, Executive Editor of Estate Agent Networking, and read by me, Elwood, Estate Agent Mentor and Marketing. Today, Stanton looks at the Free Agent 247's latest take on the buyer model and Tenancy Deposit Scheme's new CRM API. Our first story. Free Agent 247 makes the buyer pay the vendor's agency fee. Is this good news? So we've seen a number of interesting takes recently that have attempted to change how things are traditionally done in property. Now we're seeing yet another topsy-turvy agency model, this time where the buyer pays the agency fee. Andrew writes that he's all for innovative ideas. It's how we progress after all. But it's true that we must go through thousands of bad ideas to find a good one. How does Free Agent 247's proposition stack up? Free Agent 247 has a buyer model based on the concept that the seller pays the agent on completion as well as paying for the property. So a direct reversal of the usual model. On its website, Free Agent 247 said it had less than 20 properties for sale, so it did not look as though they had managed to convince many vendors of the model. Looking deeper and exploring their offering a little more, Andrew says he came across a section where a buyer has to fill out detailed information regarding their position to purchase. This makes sense, but the following wording was a little unsettling. In making the above offer, I or we acknowledge our requirement to pay a buyer's fee on completion of sale and through the solicitors only of £2,000 plus VAT if the purchase price is lower than £200,000 or 1% plus VAT of the eventual selling price if the purchase price is higher than £200,000, in addition to the agreed purchase price. Payment of the buyer's fee being instructed by the seller and forming part of the property seller's sale contract. First, will this not make any buyer offer a figure that is what they would have offered, less the price of the fee payable to the agent, so the owner gets a lower sale price? Second, if the buyer is using a mortgage, would the paying of a vendor fee by the buyer be seen as a mechanism to buy the property at a higher value? For example, if a vendor sells at £400,000, the buyer puts down £200,000, get a mortgage for £200,000 and pays. The vendor gets the benefit of £4,800 via the instrument of the fee being paid to the agent. In reality, the actual cost to the buyer of buying a home is £404,800. Should the mortgage not be made aware of this? Also, what is the HMRC's view of this? Because SDLT is paid on the sale price. If the vendor gets sold at £400,000, then SDLT is calculated on the full amount. However, if the vendor receives the full amount plus the benefit of the seller's fee, £4,000 plus £800 VAT, then should the SDLT not be applied to £404,800? All fees must be quoted inclusive of the VAT element, so there is full transparency. This is a legal requirement. No doubt, Free Agent 247's accountant will have sorted all of this out. Next, the new tech from the Tenancy Deposit Scheme cuts admin time for agents. The Tenancy Deposit Scheme, TDS, has released the latest update of its newly launched API solution to help letting agents streamline their deposit protection process. The Proptech API, which has been developed by TDS in-house technology team, connects an agent's letting software CRM tool with the TDS database to automatically transfer the tenancy deposit registration details at the click of a button. Up to now, this has always been a manual exercise and often results in duplicate efforts where agents are entering the same information into multiple platforms. The new API turns this into an automated process which removes the inputting task and saves hours of administration in the process. The quote begins, tenancy deposits play a small but an important part in an agent's list of responsibilities and should therefore be as easy as possible to manage, commented Debbie Davis, Head of Sales and Client Success at the TDS. After listening to our customers, she continues, our in-house technology team have developed the API to speed up the tenancy deposit process and save agents time. Our aim is to continue making deposit management as fast as simple as possible. So TDS currently protects 4.2 million deposits for thousands of letting agents throughout the UK. The user database is vast, which is why CRM providers have already started integrating with TDS using the API. The integration streamlines the deposit protection journey and improves user satisfaction. As a feature that agents have been calling for, TDS is urging letting agents to spread the word to their CRM software suppliers and ask for the feature to be added to their platform. A quote begins, letting agents are encouraged to bring their CRM partners on board to integrate with the TDS API, added Debbie. We have a strong incentive and promotional program for all CRM software providers who integrate to help them access and retain users in the property sector. It's a win-win for letting agents and CRM providers. TDS expects the solution to be picked up by more CRM software providers through 2021 and into 2022 as agents continue to look for further efficiencies and cost savings. Fraser Sutherland, Managing Director of SME Professional, is delighted to announce their partnership with TDS. He speaks, our partnership with TDS is taking the next step with our insured scheme API integration. As a leading provider of property management systems, we believe that software integrations are key to offering our clients simple, reliable, and time-saving transfer of information between platforms. The TDS technology team has made the integration incredibly straightforward with a simple 4-step setup process for CRM providers. If something can be made easier or more efficient in tenancy deposits, we'll find it and develop it. This API is just one example of how our technology team continue to push tenancy deposit management and automation forward. The TDS API now features a new update that allows agents to search their TDS account to check if properties and/or landlords have already been added to their database. This new function prevents duplications and further streamlines the deposit registration, ensuring agents only add new details. So the CRM providers and letting agents can learn more about how the API works and integrations at the TDS CRM API. If you have a view, please let us all know by emailing Andrew himself at editor@estateagentnetworking.co.uk. Andrew Stanton, Executive Editor, Moving Property and PropTech Forwards.